In today's video, we're going to be looking at 5 things that Fender need to change to make the ToneMaster Pro a viable choice in 2024. In my initial video of the ToneMaster Pro, I talked about how bright the unit was. So I did a little bit of research on this, and there's a couple of solutions which can tackle this. In Frank Fleckenstein's full review of the ToneMaster Pro, he talked about using the cut feature of the cab sims to take it down from 20k all the way down to about 9 and 10k. This really takes away some of the brittleness in the top end. After a little bit more research, I happened upon Pete Thorne's video of the ToneMaster Pro, and what he does to tame that top end is using a studio compressor right at the end of the chain. What this does is it adds a studio polish to your guitar tone, and it takes away some of those bright frequencies and makes everything a lot more consistent. So this might be a personal vendetta here, but I think it is inexcusable. The Tube Screamer model in the ToneMaster Pro is just not right. Now, I love Tube Screamers, but so do Fender amps. If you think about all of the people who have used Fender amps with Tube Screamers throughout history, it is inexcusable that they have not got this one right. To my ear, this one never gets that rich mid-range and sounds a bit fizzy. In other modelling units, if you want to create stereo signal paths, it's as simple as dragging a block into an empty space and it just kind of works. Now, it took me ages to navigate all of the little sub-menus to try and find where you can get the parallel signal paths. Granted, I did not look at the manual, but it is much more intuitive on other units, and I think it is a big letdown for such an intuitive unit for this specific feature to be really difficult to work. Creating a stereo path should be a simple situation, and I think it won't take much for Fender to implement this. The Fender ToneMaster Pro is the new kid in town, and it would be unrealistic to think it would have the back catalogue of amps and effects that something like the Helix has got. That being said, the list of amps within the ToneMaster Pro as it stands today is woeful. So to their credit, there are a bunch of Fender models within the unit. However, they managed to cover a lot of the same ground, and despite that, they don't have some staples such as the Fender Champ. Iconic amps from across the decades are missing from the unit. So it has an AC30, it has some Marshalls and some high gain amp choices too. But that variety is just lacking within the ToneMaster. I'd like to see some vintage crunch options like orange amps, or maybe even some of the lower gain Mesa amps too. Since release, Fender have dropped that rather ambitious £1,800 price tag down to a little bit more reasonable £1,500. However, it is still missing a few features that I think would demand that price tag. Currently, the Quad Cortex is sitting around the same price, but also allows amp and pedal capturing. So with that feature, the Quad Cortex has an almost unlimited expansion. The other alternative, of course, is the Line 6 Helix, which comes in at £1,200 currently. Although it is a much older unit, the Helix has got almost a decade's worth of updates available. This gives you a vast variety of amps and effects to choose from, so you're never going to be without choice. The Helix has also got an inbuilt expression pedal, so you're not going to have to pay extra for that feature. With the Headrush Prime and the Boss GT 1000 being under £1,000 currently, it is hard to justify that extra price to go for the Fender ToneMaster Pro. There are the 5 things that Fender need to change to turn this from a good modelling unit to a great one. If you want to see how my opinions have changed, on screen now is my first impressions of the Fender ToneMaster Pro. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.